Francine, I need to talk to you about something. I've just heard something through the grapevine. Are you seriously moving back into your parents' house? Do you realize that where you're moving to isn't your parents' house anymore? It's my house. So, since when were you allowed to move in? Oh, Zena, hello. I wasn't expecting you to message me today. Well, I've already talked to my mom and my brother about this, so they aren't changing their minds. Right, I should have known they wouldn't be honest. It's because they're too nice and say yes to you for anything you ask, but I'm not that naive. I'm not going to make it easy for you to move into this house. I already know you're going to ruin everything. I don't know what you're on about, Zena. Me moving in doesn't change the fact that it's my parents' house. I understand this may be unpleasant for you, since we don't really know each other very well and we're practically strangers, but my mom and brother were so kind to offer, I wanted to return home. Of course, while I'm there, I'll be looking for a new house to live in. It's only going to be for a limited amount of time, so don't worry so much about it. There is no way that I'm going to let this happen. Like I said before, this isn't your parents' house anymore, it's my house. I don't want a stranger in my house. Are you trying to destroy the happy life I've made here with my husband? I bet that you are. I wouldn't put it past you. But you hardly know me, Zena, so you shouldn't accuse me of such things. I know that we'll all be living together. But you've got to realize that this is still my parents' house, even though it's been renovated. You can't just turn around and say that it's yours. I can and I will. Kurt went to all that trouble to construct a new house, and now that you decided to move in is throwing my life path off. I didn't think that you'd be coming back here after getting your divorce. You should have fought harder for your own apartment. A thing like this shouldn't happen. I thought that once the house was rebuilt that there would be fewer people around from now on. Why do I have to live with you? Even now, I can hardly live the way I want, and then you're going to move in all your crap, and it's going to be so suffocating. But even though you say that, Zena, it's still not your house. When it's my family who lives there, you just moved in. Anyway, I don't want to even have to admit to myself that you're invading my personal space. You're not allowed to come into this house, Francine. Why on earth are you divorcing your husband anyway? Did you just decide on a whim that you don't love him anymore? You're supposed to stay loyal to him. Don't you see how embarrassing it is that you're divorcing the only man who wanted to be with you and then move back in here? What's happening with my husband has got nothing to do with you, Zena. It's a private matter, and I'll talk about it when I'm ready. It's something that the whole entire world doesn't need to know about, even you. So would you stop interfering with my business? Oh, I see. Well, I guess you're wanting to remain a stranger to me. Well, that's on you if you don't trust me. This is why I'm not allowing you in my house. It's a bit too late to tell me this, Zena. I'm moving back in tomorrow whether you like it or not. If you really despise me being there, then talk to my brother. Look, this is only going to be a temporary situation. I'm going to get back on my feet as soon as I possibly can. Then I'll be out of your hair. I know that something like this is impossible for you to understand, but can we just get along while I live there, please? I'll see you tomorrow, Zena. Well, this is such a shame, Francine. Even though you're moving into the house today, your plan on moving has been canceled. I don't want you here. Huh? Why are you still going on about this for? What are you talking about? What have you done this time, Zena? I need to move in today. Well, the moving trucks just started to pull up to the house before, but I'm not going to allow this to happen, so I canceled their services. What the heck, Zena? Why on earth would you do that? Where's my stuff going to then if you sent the trucks away? I told them that all your things need to go back to your old house, and I told them to move everything back inside. Haven't you heard from them yet? I didn't have any reception until now. What the heck, Zena? Why are you doing this to me? You can't just do something like that without my permission. Don't you know how expensive it is to move things from one house to another, especially when you have a lot of possessions? Oh, right. I suppose I didn't think that through very well, but I sent it back, so what's the big deal? So what if I sent them away? I don't want you here. Huh? But it is a big deal. You knew that I was coming today, so you thought it would be funny to sabotage that? Why are you being like this, Zena? Well, I don't get why you're being like this when it doesn't matter to me what happens, okay? It shouldn't matter to you, all right? Stop taking it so seriously. I wonder why you keep going on and on about this to me. You need to stop repeating yourself. I've told you already not to come to my house. Why is a woman like you, who's ruined her marriage, wanting to come back to a newly constructed home? Are you wanting something? There's no point in letting you move into our newly built house when we're trying to enjoy it. Stop trying to ruin everything. But it obviously does matter to you because you made the movers go away and send my stuff back. I think I can repeat myself if you haven't gotten a good enough answer. How is you sabotaging me from moving in got nothing to do with you, Xena? My stuff, it's not there. You're going too far with this, Xena. Don't you realize which one is worse? I think you trying to interfere with me and my husband's life is worse than your stuff being sent away. You may think it's your parents' house, but not anymore. Look, Kurt doesn't care about you, all right? He doesn't want you here either. So, how does that feel, Francine, to be abandoned by your brother and the rest of your family, huh? He is my husband, after all. That's not the problem here, Xena. First of all, I don't believe anything you're telling me, and second of all, you don't just move my stuff without my permission. Well, aren't you the one who's trying to move back in and take over my house without my permission? It goes both ways, you know. You've got some nerve. I'm not even being that audacious, Xena. I've got every right to return home because that's where my parents are. I made sure to consult them about it as well. So what? I'm still not going to allow this. There's no point in talking to your family about it. Once again, this house is mine. It's not your parents' house. Did you forget that my husband bought this house? This is not a good place for a divorced woman to live in. You're not welcome here. Go away.
You know what? I've had enough of this crap. How about you go away, Xena? How do you like that being said to you?
Huh? What the heck are you talking about? You can cut it out now. Who do you think you are saying something like that to me? Kurt will get really angry at you for saying that to me. Did you forget that I'm his wife and he always takes my side?
That's why I'm the one telling you, Xena. Francine isn't the one who shouldn't be allowed in the house. It's you, Xena.
What the heck is going on here? Why on earth are you talking to me like this? Why am I the one being asked to leave?
I thought that you said that you were going to help Francine prepare for her move. But no, you had to create drama. I may not have heard what you've been saying this morning, but I know you've said stuff to Francine. You hardly listen to me anymore. So I came to see Francine to see what was going on with her. I thought that she was just running behind, but nope. I saw all of your messages, Xena.
Whoa, now just hang on a minute. Francine, what is this? Is this some kind of prank you're pulling? Whatever you're doing, you can stop now.
I'm not fooling around here, Xena. There's no point doing that. It's me, Kurt, your husband who will soon become your ex-husband.
Huh? Is this actually you, Kurt? Why are you talking to me like this? Ex-husband? You're kidding me, right?
I've got no reason to kid around, Xena. It's like I said before, I'll be your ex-husband. I can no longer tolerate your behavior towards my sister. But there have been more issues before this took place. You need to leave, Xena. I'll contact the moving company and apologize for the mishap. I don't want you involved with any of my family anymore. You need to get your things, leave the house, and disappear.
Hey, just hold on a second, Kurt. What are you saying? You're not seriously kicking me out of my own home, are you? I'm your wife. Are you seriously taking sides with your sister rather than your cute, adorable wife? Is this really happening right now? How am I supposed to feel?
How are you supposed to feel? Since when were you expressing any feelings in this situation, Xena? Have you ever thought about how I'd feel about this whole dilemma?
Huh? What are you even talking about, Kurt? Would you quit confusing me so much, please? It's hurting my brain.
I've had enough of this. It's weird talking to you through my own sister's phone. I'm gonna give Francine's phone back to her. I'll talk to you directly with my phone. You really need to leave my sister alone, so quit bothering her, this instant!
Hi Kurt, is everything okay? I'm pretty much done with all the moving, I think. Has Xena calmed down about everything?
Yeah, hi Francine. Look, I'm really sorry about what happened earlier. I can't believe she's acting like this towards you. It was such a weird thing to see.
Yeah, you seemed pretty mad. I didn't realize how much you two really didn't get along. It was kind of crazy what happened this morning.
Yeah, it's been such a weird day. But you saw what happened earlier, so you can tell we were fighting. But this is my parents' house, so you're free to live with us, Francine. I'm pretty sure that Xena has decided to leave the house, even though she was the one who took things too far.
I guess she doesn't seem to get that this is a family home and not just her own house because you rebuilt it.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's my house and your house as well. You should be allowed to come back, but I do regret that I should have taken action sooner on this. I didn't deal with the situation properly, and I didn't think it would get so out of control. I feel so bad about this, and you've been having a hard time of it too.
No, you're fine, Kurt. Everything you did was fine, and it's okay. But yeah, what she did was kind of unexpected. She went way too far. But I never thought that you would kick your own wife out of the house. She seemed like such a confident person, and I thought that you were happy together.
But that's the thing, we were happy together. Francine, I really believed that we were. But then she goes and betrays me.
Huh? She betrayed you? What do you mean by that, Kurt? What are you talking about? This is all your fault, you stupid girl. It's because of you that I've been kicked out of this house. Why were you even showing your messages to Kurt? You know that what I messaged to you should stay between us, right? This can't possibly be happening right now. What have I ever done to you? Don't turn around and say I'm the bad guy, all right? Because I'm not. I was kicked out and now I'm supposed to be getting a divorce? I don't even have a home anymore. This is the worst thing I've ever experienced. This is all your fault, Francine. Excuse me? What did you just say to me? Since when is any of this my fault? I just wanted to move back home with no hassle, Xena. You know that, right? You say all of this, but whose fault is it really? Considering you're the one who's been cheating on my brother. Wait, what? Are you telling me that my husband said I was having an affair? What the heck are you even talking about, Francine? Well, you're the one who knows best about the situation, right? So why are you playing the I don't know card right now, Xena? You told me that you had a happy life with my brother and the rest of my family. Was that all a lie? Is this the reason why you wanted me to stay away? That I would find out what you did to my brother and my family? All I wanted was to move back into their house and save money for a home of my own, Xena. I guess you didn't want us to know about your cheating, did you? Well, my brother knows everything. You're not being as subtle as you think you are. Okay, you really have some cheek when it comes to accusing me of cheating. What the heck are you talking about, Francine? I've done no such thing. I'm trying to take care of my family by making sure that you don't move back in. You really think that you can just change the subject? Are you kidding me? Even though you say this, there's nothing more that you can do now. My brother knows about everything that you've been doing behind his back, and of course I believe Kurt over you, Xena. I don't know what else I can say, and whatever you say next has nothing to do with me moving in. You're just trying to deviate the attention of this from you to me. That's not it at all, you stupid woman. Don't you get that this is all your fault? I wouldn't have been kicked out if it wasn't from you running to your brother. But don't you get that it's not my fault because you betrayed Kurt? Even before I decided to move in, he had mixed feelings about staying with you. Huh? Are you kidding me? He actually told you that? That he was thinking of leaving me before you moved into this house? Well, isn't that what my brother was trying to tell you in the first place? You made him so angry and hurt, and he never gets like that with other people. You know, to make my brother really mad, Xena, it's quite something. I don't think any other woman has made him this angry before. I guess I was a little bit surprised that Kurt was so angry at me. I haven't seen him like that before. He wouldn't have been like this if you just kept your mouth shut, Francine. We would have still been happy and continuing on with our lives if it wasn't for you. You just hate seeing couples happy, don't you? Happy? Are you serious? What an absolute joke, Xena. You're only happy because you've been embezzling my family's money. My parents' money and my brother's money. You're just playing around and spending it on your cheating partner, aren't you, Xena? Just tell the truth for once. That must have made you so happy to do that to my family and my brother. Do you have no shame, Xena? You really are the worst person I've ever met. You really need to shut up now, Francine, before I come over there and show you a piece of my mind. What would you know about the situation? Well, I can tell you that I can't understand people like you who cheat on people that are trying to love you. My ex-husband was also like this. That's why we got divorced. Huh? Are you for real? Your husband cheated on you. Is that why you asked for a divorce? Are you sure you're not overreacting? Are you kidding me right now, Xena? Of course I'm not overreacting. You looked down on me because I turned around and abandoned my husband. When in reality, he gave up on me a long time ago. He made fun of me and he constantly yelled insults at me. But I took everything he threw at me when I shouldn't have. People who cheat are nothing but trash, and he was trash to me. I never thought that my brother's own wife would cheat and create so much havoc within our family. My brother and I are in a very similar position. We can never forgive people for cheating on us. I won't with my ex-husband, and Kurt won't either with you. You don't deserve forgiveness, Xena. Okay, Francine, just hold on a second there, okay? You need to calm down and not take this so seriously, all right? Does this really mean if things continue like this, we'll be getting divorced? Where am I supposed to live if Kurt's going to get a divorce from me? I don't even have a job, so how can I pay rent for somewhere? How am I supposed to live if I don't have a job to buy food, pay bills, and just in general live a life? What am I supposed to do, Francine? Don't ask me, lady. You should be able to answer those questions yourself, okay? Are you stupid or something? Do you not have any thoughts in your head? I'm going back to my parents' house today, but I do wish that I didn't have to see you. I don't think I want to see you ever again, so don't bother me with your crap, Xena. You tell me this is all my fault? Why don't you look at yourself in the mirror, Xena? It really is all your fault that all of this has happened. You continue to blame me for your actions, and now it's just getting annoying. It was you who betrayed my brother and caused trouble at my parents' house. I hope that my brother doesn't mess around with the divorce proceedings because you need to leave and get out of my sight. You know, I'm never going to forgive you for acting like this towards me. How dare you talk to me like this? Your family are all crazy. What the heck are you talking about? Do you still have a grudge against me even though you're the one in the wrong? Are you being serious right now, Xena? It's definitely your fault that this is all unfolded. If you just kept your mouth shut, nothing would have been unveiled and I would still be in this house and you wouldn't… I'll never forgive you for this. If you want me to forgive you for what you've done, you'll tell Kurt to not give me a divorce. I mean it. He'll feel my wrath if he tries to submit anything to the courthouse. I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. You make no sense and you're so delusional, Xena. There's no point me telling him what to do. My brother has made up his mind and he's going to divorce no matter how you feel about it. You've got no right to turn around and say what you did. If you wanted to hear my opinion about this, I'd say that he's making the best decision of his life in divorcing you for cheating on him. Why on earth would you say something like that? I've never asked for your opinion, you little toad. Are you even human? Don't you have a heart? I can say whatever I like to you, Xena. Don't you know that? You're the one who's betrayed my brother's trust. He's done nothing but try to love you, and this is how you repay him? This conversation is really not getting anywhere, and I really can't deal with any more of the weird things you're saying about me and my family. If you'll excuse me, I've got some things to do, and I don't want any more interruptions from you, Xena. Leave me alone, all right? You've made an absolute fool out of me, and then you go and support your brother in divorcing me? This is an outrage. I'll never forgive you for this betrayal against your sister-in-law. You're going to live to regret this, Francine. I'll get my revenge on you, your brother, and the rest of your family. You'll wish you'd never been born. Are you seriously threatening me right now? I'm not making a fool out of you. You're doing that to yourself. How about you come back to reality, Xena? Now, if you can just let me go and do what I need to do, that would be great. You are such a nuisance. You're really a pain in the backside, Xena. I am so done with this talk. I don't think I'll ever want to see you again. Don't even think about coming over to this house while I'm here. Please, just do your best with the rest of your life now.
I'm sorry, I just got your message. Is everything okay? Mom was getting worried about you. This whole thing is a complete nightmare.
Yes, I'm fine, Kurt. I knew that at some point Xena would try and contact me. I don't know if she's all right. I think she's lost the plot.
Oh yeah, I heard about the conversation she was having with you. She really has some nerve, doesn't she? I never thought she would do something like this. Are you okay, though? Are you safe? She hasn't gotten to you, has she? I honestly don't know what she's capable of these days.
Yeah, I'm okay. I feel pretty confident in how I handled myself with her. It seems like Xena's saying and doing some really stupid things, though. I'm sorry, but I really think that we should file a harassment complaint about her. Is that a good idea? Can I do that? She's been threatening me and our family.
No, of course, I don't blame you for wanting to do that. She's being so horrible. Considering what she said and did to you, I wouldn't let her get away with anything. Would you like me to also file a complaint as well? Maybe we could go to the courthouse and get some sort of order against her so she can't approach us?
I think that would be a wise idea. I definitely wouldn't want to underestimate her anger right now, but it's better safe than sorry. If she tries to contact us again, do you think she'll still push to try and get back together with you? It really looks like it's going to be such a hassle for a while. If you don't mind me doing so, I'd like to take responsibility for dealing with this whole mess. You've done so much for me, and I think I need to repay the favor.
Really? Are you sure about that, Francine? If she keeps saying anything threatening or anything like that, please just call me anytime and we'll do something.
Okay, good to know. I'll do my best to not let myself get into any trouble. Hopefully this will all be over sooner rather than later. Hello there, Xena. Is now a good time to talk to you? We need to settle things once and for all, okay? I understand what happened before. I assume you were trying to attack me, but you missed and went tumbling down the stairs. Did you break some bones? You must feel so bad. I'm never going to forgive you for doing this to me. You were right there and you didn't stop my fall. How could you be like that towards me? Were you wanting me to get hurt? Is that it? You wanted to see me in a lot of pain and agony, didn't you, you horrible woman? I hate your guts. Don't you think that it's your fault that you got hurt, considering that you were the one who was trying to attack me? You were the one trying to hit me with a bat, were you not? There were other people there that witnessed the incident, so I asked them what they saw from their point of view. It seemed like you were planning to hurt me because I told you to leave us alone, weren't you? You hit me while I was on the stairs. So is that the kind of outcome you were thinking of, Xena? So what were you planning to do if you had actually injured me, huh? I warned you. I wanted you to take me back to that house. I thought if I hit you and threatened you, you would listen to me. I never thought that you'd try and defend yourself and fight me off so much. You're a horrible person who deserves to be hurt. I didn't hit you back, Xena. I was trying to avoid the bat and all the punches you were trying to swing. I was just ducking out of the way. I could feel your presence and you sounded really mad, so I was just trying to avoid everything you wanted to do to me, all right? Well, because of that stupid little dodge you made, I ended up breaking my leg. I fell down the stairs and it's all your fault. If you just stood still, I wouldn't be in this position. Why should it be that I let myself get injured by you, Xena? It's a human instinct that if you notice something that's not right, you avoid it. Quit blaming others for your actions, Xena. Isn't it about time that you stopped doing this to me and my family? Stop trying to come back and abuse us when we want nothing to do with you. It honestly hurts to watch you try and weasel your way back into our lives. It's stupid, really, especially now that you're classed as a criminal. What on earth are you talking about, a criminal? How can I be a criminal? What's that supposed to mean, you imbecile? Of course I went and filed a complaint against your actions towards me, Xena. What you did was attempted assault, right? That's a crime. If you had actually hit me, it would have been me who'd fallen down the stairs, and things could have been much worse. There were witnesses present, Xena. There's no way that you're going to get away with this. It's over. You're done. You'll have a criminal record soon enough. You're making all of this up. All the things you think I'm doing are all in your head. I didn't do anything at all right? No matter what way you think about it, I'm the victim, okay? I was the one in the situation that actually got hurt. Don't you even want to acknowledge it? I should be the one going to the police about you. Well, yes, you got injured, but it was out of your own doing, considering I was trying to avoid the blows you were making in my direction. It might have been difficult to file a complaint against you if I didn't have any witnesses to the crime, but I'm glad I did so you don't bother us anymore. There were multiple people who saw you trying to hit me, Xena. That's why the police were called, all right? But I don't get why, considering I was the one who ultimately got hurt and fell down the stairs. People obviously saw that, right? That's not the issue. That doesn't matter anymore. What I'm saying is what you actually tried to do to me. Don't bother trying to hurt me anymore. What you should have done is walked away quietly, gone and looked for a place to live and a job to earn you money. But I guess you took it one step too far now. It's already too late. All I want to happen is to return to the house that I'm supposed to live in with my husband. I just want to be with Kurt. If you hadn't come over, everything would be fine. This isn't my fault. What are you talking about, Xena? Cut the crap. You're honestly so crazy. By the way, I'm leaving the house soon because I found somewhere else to live. Huh? You're moving out already? But you've hardly been at that house for that long, right? So, since you won't be there, I can move back. What? No, you can't. Kurt is filing for divorce. That house doesn't belong to you. Are you stupid? It's been finalized. There's no way he's letting you back in. You need to help me, okay? You ruined everything, so you need to fix it, all right? You fix what you broke. Please, I'm begging you, Francine. There is no way I'd help a cheater like you fix anything. You brought this all on yourself. There's absolutely no way you're getting anywhere near my brother or my family. You're going to stay away from us and never come around here again. We never want to see you again. If you try anything else, I'll call the police. I hope that you get your own life sorted and not ruin any more lives in the process. Have fun trying to find a house and a job. You're going to need all the luck in the world to do that. Francine moved out of her parents' home once she had signed the contract for her new house. She's since resumed her independent life. Rumor has it that Xena borrowed money from her parents. That's so that she could pay back Kurt for the money she was using during her affair. Now she's working and paying back the money to her parents that she was lent. Maybe the words Francine said to Xena might have sunk in after all. She's slowly paying back the debt she owes and is now living a miserable divorced life. Kurt is hoping to find someone better suited to him. Until then, he'll take it easy and not rush anything. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. What's this I'm hearing about you thinking you can come with us on our family holiday? You really are the most brazen, presumptuous person I've ever met. Is there no limit to your arrogance? If you were someone who understood what it's like as a mother to have your son stolen from you by his toxic wife, at least you'd know your place and not make such ridiculous assumptions when your presence at our family vacation is clearly unwelcome. Wow. Good evening to you too, Gina. I know you hate the fact I'm your daughter-in-law, but was there really any need for all of that? I don't mean to be rude, but I'm pretty sure I already told you this several times. I was the one who planned this vacation in the first place. Initially, it was just supposed to be me and Tony going. But then he suddenly announces that you decided you're coming with us. I'd understand if you guys had planned it for yourselves from the get-go, but how has it come to me being banned from coming on my own vacation? Isn't this a little unreasonable? If I'm totally honest with you, I don't understand at all. I did think you'd be intelligent, what with being a Princeton graduate and all. How wrong I was. Imagine my surprise when I realized you had the social skills and understanding of the nuances of social interaction as a sack of potatoes. This is a textbook case of what's known as not being able to read between the lines. You're my daughter-in-law, Lily. Now, my son has a sacred duty and obligation to provide me with opportunities to relax and let my hair down, and you have an obligation to let him. I've never met someone so darn selfish and obsessed with getting their own way. How about you start considering the feelings of others for once in your life? You really are the biggest good-for-nothing waste of space I've ever had the displeasure of meeting. What are you even talking about? Sure, one of us has poor social skills, but I'm pretty sure it isn't me. I had no choice but to reluctantly accept you coming with us on what was supposed to be our vacation as a couple. I planned and arranged literally everything, from the taxi to the airport to the flights to the hotel to the activities. Where do you get off on acting like this? What on earth are you talking about, you misguided little imbecile? My lovely, amazing son arranged and paid for everything you just listed. It's actually worrying how brazenly you're capable of lying. You didn't do a single thing, so quit trying to take the credit for Tony's hard work. Why did I have to get stuck with a daughter-in-law like you? I must be the unluckiest woman in the world. You really are the most disingenuous, unscrupulous, lazy woman I've ever known. Are you at least aware of what a piece of crap you are? You can abuse me all you like, Gina, but it's not going to change the fact that I was the one who took care of planning and arranging this vacation. You have everything backwards. After Tony saw the schedule I'd planned out on the kitchen table, he took it upon himself to buy his and the rest of your family's plane tickets without consulting me first. Then he casually strolls past me to the fridge to get another beer and says, "Hey, babe, I got the tickets. I'm leaving the rest to you." The big oaf didn't even get the refundable tickets, so I had no choice but to either cancel and lose the money or begrudgingly accept it. It's obvious my Tony only bought those tickets because you didn't keep him in the loop. Don't you know marriage is all about communication? If you wanted to do things your way, how about getting your husband's permission first? This is what you get for not knowing your place. I mean, really, who do you think you are? A woman going off and planning a full vacation all on her own behind her husband's back? Oh, thanks to Tony's quick thinking and impeccable judgment, he was able to salvage the situation when he realized what you were up to. I heard he even bought your ticket, too. Can you believe how kind he is? You really are the laziest good-for-nothing I've ever had the misfortune of knowing. What, am I supposed to thank him for booking the tickets behind my back? You say marriage is about communication. Doesn't that apply to Tony, too? I was planning on booking everything myself. And I didn't do anything behind his back, actually. It was after I confirmed the plans with him that he bought the tickets without saying anything. Without saying anything, you say? Dear, you really are something else. Have you ever heard the word gratitude? How about you say thank you, you ungrateful witch? Goodness me, of the billions of women in the world, why did my poor son have to marry you? Okay, Gina, I get it. You hate me. And yes, without saying anything, I was so confused you wouldn't believe. You know what? I wasn't going to say this, but if this is your attitude, you're going to cover the costs for the entire family's tickets. Oh, you weren't going to say it, huh? Well, it's funny, because Tony already told me that's what I'll be doing. That's not all. He said I have to pay for everyone's meals and activities when we get there, too. I can assure you we'll be talking all these matters through very soon, but I'm not sure Tony will find what I have to say very agreeable. Well, there's no need for you to talk anything through, dear. This is already decided. All of it. It's only natural we feel obliged to make you pay for everything after what you tried to do. I mean, really, who plans an entire vacation for themselves behind their husband and his family's back? You scheming little... It's time you did some serious self-reflecting and realized you can't continue going through life acting so selfishly. Nope, no way. That's my line, Gina. Whatever, I don't care anymore. I'm leaving the vacation to you guys now. Oh, that reminds me. I almost forgot to tell you, it's about the day before we leave. Tony will be coming to my house to spend some quality time with me and the rest of the family. Yes, you heard me right. Family. That means you're not welcome, so I suggest you find your own way of getting to the airport on your own. Right. Okay, I see. I take it you and Tony have already decided on that? Of course we have, you silly girl. Yeah, I thought so. All right. Hello, sweetie. Guess what? We're about to leave. The plane's about to take off, so something tells me you won't be able to message us before long. This is what you get for failing to fulfill your duties to this family as my daughter-in-law. Please use this as an opportunity to self-reflect on your despicable conduct. Huh? What are you talking about? How can the plane be about to take off when you said we were all supposed to meet at the airport at 10:30 p.m.? What's going on? Oh dear, how embarrassing. You really do have the IQ of a chicken, don't you? The takeoff was at 10:30 p.m., you dummy. Oh my God, this is hilarious. Did you really come to the airport all on your own? Oh, stop it, my sides hurt. What a shame. I don't know how to tell you this, dear, but it's about your plane ticket. The truth is, we never booked it in the first place. Huh? Wait, what? Hang on a sec. Do you mean you never had any intention to let me come on vacation with you to begin with? Bingo! Maybe you're not as stupid as you look. How does it feel to be left all alone at the airport without $1 to your name? You're not coming on our family vacation with us, so how about you sleep in a garbage can instead? Understood loud and clear. My God, I had no idea you and your family were capable of sinking this low. It serves you right. I shouldn't have to say this, but you were the one being out of line in the first place. You forced our hand, and look where it got you. How did I act out of line? It was your son who bought the tickets behind my back, and look at where his decision led, to me being forced out of my own vacation. I wanted to finalize the arrangements for everything after talking it through with him. Tony was the one who made this whole situation turn into a big, chaotic mess. This is why I always did my best to encourage my boy to stay away from possessive, jealous types. I knew it. My suspicions were right all along. You two are an awful match for one another. How about you use this as an opportunity to consider divorce? Something tells me it would be in both of your interests to go your separate ways. Yeah, you're right. I do have some serious thinking to do. Anyway, please, Gina, don't let me take up any more of your precious family time. I hope you enjoy your vacation with no regrets. Hey! What in heaven's name is going on here? Hello? You need to reply to me this instant, young lady. What the hell is going on with the exorbitant prices they're trying to charge us at this hotel? What's this crap about them not being able to let us stay here cheaply unless you're here with us? I don't understand. This is 30 frickin' times more expensive than it was supposed to be. Oh, God damn it. You need to answer the phone right now. Reply to my messages. What the hell do you think you're playing at, young lady? Explain this instant. God damn you, you worthless, good-for-nothing piece of low-life crap. Wow, what is with all the notifications? 27 missed calls? Have you lost your mind, Gina? It would appear somebody's in quite the panic. But really, what time did you think it was? Why'd you bother wasting that much time trying to get through to me when I was obviously going to be asleep is beyond me. My phone goes on silent every night at bedtime. Sorry, honey. Oh, finally you replied. Are you being serious? You were relaxing in bed? You were asleep in bed while me and my family had to sleep on the streets after being told staying at the hotel you arranged was going to cost us half of my life savings? You need to explain what the hell is going on right now. Which part don't you understand? I booked that hotel under my title as Global Sales Manager of Globex International. My company is a special VIP contract with a few luxury hotel chains whereby employees get to stay at a huge discount and get a bunch of extra perks for free. Why would you be eligible for it without me there? Are you completely lacking in basic reasoning skills? Oh, and they were obviously going to charge you a cancellation fee after I canceled the booking. I'm not surprised your bill came to 30 times the fee I was going to pay. That place costs an arm and a leg without the discount. What did you just say? You canceled the booking? Me being there was a condition of you being eligible for the discount in the first place. When I called them up and explained how I'd been left on my own in the airport, they were very understanding and dealt with my claim with utmost professionality. They said I wouldn't incur any fees because they'd charge you guys for the same-day cancellation once you showed up. Can you believe what a huge help they were? I am so grateful. Why the hell would you do this? Anyway, what did you just say? You're the global sales manager at Globex International? Huh? Didn't you hear? Oh, come to think of it, Tony probably wouldn't speak about that kind of thing with you, would he? He always was terribly embarrassed about being married to a woman who makes more money than him. I guess I'm not surprised to hear he'd rather lie to his mom than take the hit to his pride. He's always had a talent for covering up his insecurities with lies and dishonesty. If anything, I would have been more surprised if he told you the truth. Oh my God, really? I did know you were a Princeton graduate, but Tony told me you worked as a burger flipper at McDonald's. He said you hardly made any money and that he was more or less completely providing for you. He said he was the breadwinner. Sorry, Gina, I don't really know how to break this to you, so I'll just come out and say it. It would appear your precious son has been lying to you about virtually everything. Of course, he's free to tell his mom whatever he wants, and ultimately it's no longer my problem. But all the lies in the world won't fix his deep and fundamental insecurities. Welcome to reality. Is it sinking in yet? You've got some nerve to set us up like that at the hotel and then blame it on my son. Not only that, but you didn't even respond to my messages when I was clearly in desperate need of help. I'm your mother-in-law, you black-hearted little witch. We had to sleep on the goddamn streets because of you. Oh, really? You did? Sorry, but that's your fault for not being able to pay the bill. This is what you get for leaving the entire vacation arrangements to me. You were so sure you were going to be able to show up at the last minute and enjoy the fruits of my labor without any of you paying a single cent, didn't you? How was your night on the streets? Was it cold? Uncomfortable? You'll be pleased to know I spent the night in a warm, fluffy bed. I just enjoyed the most luxurious breakfast buffet I've ever had in my life. It feels so great to finally be able to enjoy the solo vacation I've been wanting to go on for so long. Thank God you guys left me behind at the airport. Can you imagine how much it would have sucked for me to get dragged along with a bunch of losers and social misfits like you guys? What did you just say to me, young lady? I'll have you know. Hold on a second. What? You're on a solo vacation? But I thought you went home after we left you at the airport. Sorry, honey. Nope. You see, I have a few connections at the airline from my time at Princeton. When I told them how awfully I'd been treated, they pulled some strings and called in some favors. And before I knew it, I was being set up with a stay at one of their luxurious 5-star partner hotels, totally free, of course. You know, it's the weirdest thing. I'd actually been wanting to stay at this hotel for months. Isn't life strange sometimes? This is great. I think I might actually be in paradise. What the hell? You're staying in a luxury 5-star hotel while we're all out here suffering because you backstabbed us? I'll never forgive you for this. You just wait until I get home. You're in for the surprise of a lifetime, you scheming little traitor. Oh, don't worry. I won't forget how you treated me either. I'm divorcing Tony just like you wanted me to. You don't have to worry yourselves with the divorce proceedings either. Allow me to take care of everything. That way I can be sure you don't try to pull anything to move the final agreement in Tony's favor. Yes, you had better damn well divorce him. I never want to see your disgusting face again for as long as I live. Hurry up and divorce so that you can get the hell out of our lives as soon as possible. Got it.
Hey, Lily, what the crap are you doing? You need to cut this out right now. Do you have any idea how badly you screwed us over? Not only that, but you're out there living at large at a goddamn 5-star hotel while we sleep out on the streets like dogs. If you think I'll ever forgive you for this, you got another thing coming.
Why would I need your forgiveness? I didn't do anything wrong. This is the natural and predictable result of you guys acting like a bunch of grade A morons. I don't need your forgiveness, and I don't want it either.
Oh my God, Don't you feel bad for what you've done to us? You ruined our family vacation, and you think it's funny? You're sick in the head. God, you're even more of a heartless scumbag than I thought you were. You're nothing but a worn-out, malicious old hag. If not for being intelligent, you'd have no redeeming qualities whatsoever. You should be grateful I was kind enough to marry you, and this is how you repay me? Oh, this cannot be happening.
If my only redeeming quality is my intelligence, what's yours? You're not handsome, you're definitely not tall, and your salary is average at best. You're as mediocre and unimpressive as they come, sweetie. Somehow you seem to think being a man automatically makes you better than me. You've done nothing but take advantage of my kindness and treat me like your own personal ATM ever since we got married. But you made a fatal mistake. You mistook my silence for acceptance. Do you even have any conception of how selfish and arrogant you've been?
What did you just say? I'm arrogant? You're the one who told me you wanted to go on vacation without even asking my permission first. You think my mom being angry with you for not knowing your place gives you the right to screw us over like this? Huh, just you wait. I swear you won't get away with this. Me and you are getting a divorce.
Sure, that sounds fantastic. How convenient. It looks like the signed divorce papers you handed me during your raging tantrum when I tried discussing the vacation with you are going to come in handy. I'll have them handed into the county clerk's office before you can say hotel bill.
Do whatever you want. I don't care. It's time for the Pharaoh Cave Beast. I was dumb enough to marry to finally be released back into the wild. Good riddance. You'll never find anyone desperate enough to marry you again after you lose me. I hope you understand that, you worn-out hag.
Don't worry, Tony. I'm perfectly capable of making my own money and providing for myself. Contrary to your assumptions about me, I don't need a man in my life to give my existence meaning. Anyway, how about you worry about yourself instead of what the future holds in store for me? You said it yourself. My only redeeming quality is my intelligence, right? You do well to not underestimate what I'm capable of.
You watch your attitude, bitch. Don't get carried away just 'cause you got some petty revenge on us. Once I toss you by the wayside, you're done, finished. The moment I walk out of your life, it's as good as over.
The only one whose life is over is yours. If I were you, I'd get some sleep to rest up that pea brain of yours in preparation for the turmoil that awaits you. Lord knows you must be even more sleep-deprived than usual. Who knows, maybe when you wake up, the abject hopelessness of your situation will have sunk in. I'm not holding my breath, though. You always were good at deceiving yourself to protect that fragile ego of yours. Lily, where did you go? All of your belongings are gone from the house. What the hell did you go and do? Answer the phone. Explain yourself at once. My poor son's overcome with hopelessness and despair. He's a shivering wreck, a shadow of his former self. Have you any idea what you've done to him? Good grief, you guys really are the most irritating jerks I've ever known. Do I need to remind you Tony and I are already divorced, thus officially making us strangers? Geez, with the rate you message me, you'd think I was your boyfriend or something. Will you at least stop spam calling me? I'd rather not pick up my phone to find 56 notifications, thanks. Do you think I have no life of my own? I have better things to do than be your therapist. Quit screwing me around and answer my questions, Missy! You owe me an explanation right now! The house is completely empty. Why is your stuff gone? Tell me! What the hell do you think you're playing at? I want answers and I won't stop messaging until I get them. How is it not obvious? You know me and Tony are divorced. Did you also know that after divorces, people also generally stop living together? Did you know that when people stop living together, they generally take their stuff with them? There you go. I explained it to you like you're 5. Do you understand yet? Oh, and one more thing. I sold the house. I was so amazed by how many interested buyers there were, it practically flew off the market. Unless it isn't obvious, that means you guys will have to find somewhere else to live. All right, well, I think that's everything. Good luck. I said do not screw me around, bitch! You have no right to do any of this. No right! Why would you sell the house? How could you be so irresponsible? Didn't I already tell you this? I told you I'd be taking care of everything with the house and the divorce, so you couldn't pull any underhanded tricks that came to bite me in the ass later on. I'm already done moving house and am currently enjoying settling into my new place. The divorce is over and done with, and I no longer have anything to do with you or your son. God damn it! Why would you go and sell the house without even asking us about it first? Oh, you can get your ass here right now so we can have this out in person. I want everything you took brought back here and returned to its rightful place. What gives you the right to bark orders at me like this? I bought that house in my name with my money, so it was up to me to decide what I did with it. If you don't like it, how about you run crying to Tony, your oh-so-amazing son, who's so super amazing and brilliant and can do no wrong? I'm sure he can afford a brand new house for you. Whether Tony can help me or not is besides the point. The point is that you sold our house behind our backs. You're deluded if you think we'll let you get away with this. Your days are numbered, woman. You keep accusing me of doing things behind your back as if communication is so important to you, but whose selfishness led to the breakdown of our marriage in the first place? That's right, your son, the magnificent Tony. You're both delusional if you thought I was just going to keep my mouth shut and put up with your crap. It's about time you realized whose house you were living in this whole time. Also, I never forgot how you invited yourself to live with me and Tony without so much as a word of warning and without my agreement. You should be grateful I was kind and stupid enough to overlook it for as long as I did. Oh, by the way, I gathered up everything that wasn't mine and left it in the garbage disposal area. If you're quick, you might still be able to salvage some of it, so feel free to go rummage through the trash and stop bothering me anytime now. Oh my God, why would you do this to us? You're the one who said you never wanted to see my disgusting face again for as long as you live. Do you remember that? I'm just giving you what you want. Anyone would think you'd be pleased. I did go out of my way to completely empty the place out after all. You think you're so clever, don't you? You think you have all the answers, don't you? Well, answer me this. Where am I supposed to live now? Even if, for the sake of argument, I accept you were within your rights, legally speaking, to sell the house, where do you get off on leaving me and my son hanging out to dry? Geez, Gina, how naive can you be? Do I look like a charity to you? Why would I go out of my way to help you guys after you treated me like a piece of dirt on your shoe for so long? I mean, really, do you want me to wipe your butts or something? It's time to grow up and take responsibility for yourselves. It's kind of tragic to think a pair of fully grown adults aren't even capable of finding a place to sleep by themselves. What did you just say to me? I can't believe this. We came home early from what should have been a relaxing vacation to find our house had been sold. We're homeless because of you, Lily. Do you understand that? Do you even understand the gravity of what you've done? This isn't the behavior of a sane individual. You should see a shrink. You took the words right out of my mouth. I know you won't listen to me, but I genuinely think some mental health counseling could do you a lot of good. You banned me from coming on my own vacation by leaving me on my own at the airport. You attack, criticize, and blame me while completely ignoring all the disgusting things you did yourself and acting like some poor helpless victim. On top of that, you've even somehow erased all awareness of the fact that I was the only person keeping a roof over your head these last 2 years. How dare you speak to your mother-in-law like this, you impertinent little brat! It's a woman's sworn duty to do as her man says at all times, no questions asked. If that's what you think, it looks like this whole situation is a win for us both. Think about it. By divorcing Tony, I get rid of a lazy, arrogant, domineering jerk, and you got rid of an impertinent daughter-in-law. Even better, now you can begin the search for another poor woman to marry Tony who'll be a better fit for your Stone Age ideals without me getting in your way. Isn't this the perfect ending for everyone? Personally, I think Tony's girlfriend would make a great candidate for his new wife. Huh? Tony's girlfriend? What do you mean? Oopsie. Didn't you know Tony has a girlfriend? You know, the girl he's been keeping a secret from me and sleeping with behind my back for the last year? Huh? No way. Oh, this can't be real. Anyway, if he was really hiding it from you, how would you know? I thought something fishy was going on when he started going on vacation way more than usual. Then I had my light bulb moment of, oh, he's probably screwing someone behind my back, and hired a private investigator. He must have thought I wouldn't notice, because apparently they weren't making much of an effort to be inconspicuous. Within 2 days, the investigator had mountains of evidence. A private investigator? You had such little trust in my son, you hired a private investigator? Oh, you're despicable. How am I the despicable one when it turned out that he was actually cheating on me? I honestly don't understand your logic. Is there something wrong with noticing my husband was acting weird and wanting to know why? I didn't think I'd get the truth out of him even if I confronted him, so why shouldn't I have hired someone? How unfortunate! You should be ashamed for not trusting my son. The only one in the wrong here is you. Why are you even bothering telling me any of this? I literally could not care less about what you think at this point. Oh, would you mind passing on a little message to the wonderful, faultless Tony for me? I'll be charging him and his lover a ton in compensation. Huh? Wait, what? What's so surprising? He cheated on me while we were married, and I have mountains of evidence to prove it in court. Do you know how much it stings to find out your husband is having an affair behind your back? You're deluded if you think I'd let him get away with that. I don't know what his reasons for staying were, but in any case, there's no justification for lies. I fully intend to pursue my legal right to settle the matter in court and collect my compensation. No, wait, don't do it. Okay, you win, Lily. I'll apologize, okay? Just don't take Tony to court. Listen, I admit it. You make a strong case. There's a possibility he might have done something wrong this time. Oh, but still, is there really any need to go and make such a big deal over it? I mean, court, really? Judges have better things to do, you know. Compensation is going too far. But screwing another woman behind my back isn't? Your mind works in the most mysterious ways. I don't have any intention of talking any of this through directly with you guys, so if you insist on persisting with your incessant whining, you can take it to my lawyer. Sure, maybe you did lose your house, your money, and your daughter-in-law in one fell swoop, but I think plunging to the depths of hell together is a fitting end for the mother and son who got too big for their boots. I'm not sure if it was because my ex-mother-in-law and husband realized they were set to lose everything, but they desperately pleaded with me to give them a chance to meet them in person so they could get down on their knees and beg for forgiveness. But receiving an apology wouldn't even make the tiniest dent in my resolve. I'm not going to forgive them, and that's final. So, naturally, I declined their offer. Apparently, Gina burst into tears and screamed, "But I don't want to be homeless," so loud that legend has it her wails could be heard 5 blocks away. Unfortunately for her, they're not my problem anymore, so I literally couldn't care any less if I tried. As for me, after finally earning back my freedom, I'm going to focus on my job for the time being to keep me occupied as I adjust to a newly single life. I already make a lot of money, so it's not like I needed the compensation from Tony and his lover, but I'm not gonna lie, I love the fact that they're both legally obliged to pay me despite them having almost no money. Thanks for watching, folks. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to prove what a boss you are by liking and subscribing. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We can't wait to see you again next time.
Hi, Betty? Are you there? I just wanted to ask you about the money that you've been sending me every month. Do you think that you could start sending me an extra $2,000 per month, please? Because you know that I'm planning my wedding right now, right? And man, these kinds of things just cost so much more money that I thought they really did. Not to mention the fact that I've already quit my job since I'm going to be getting married. So as you can imagine, I'm actually in quite a pinch with money right now.
Oh, Mindy, it's been a while since you and I last talked, hasn't it? In fact, I feel like you almost never initiate a conversation with me, and that it's always me who has to go and talk to you. But I guess that I can see why you're choosing to message me first. You know, that really does make me a bit sad when you only ever talk to me for money.
Oh, come on. What are you trying to tell me? That you're lonely as miss living with me? Because if you're upset that I'm out here living my own life, then I think that's just kind of pathetic, to be perfectly honest with you.
I just don't get why you always have to talk to me like this, especially after all the hard work and time that I put into raising you. But do you really need money? Because I'm sorry, but I just don't have any more that I can give you at this point, Mindy.
Wait, what? You mean that you're going to sit there and pretend to be my mother who put so much work and time into raising me, and you won't even give me money when I ask for it? Honestly, what is your deal? You think that I play my little part in this to make you feel good? What's the point of treating you like my mom if you won't even give me what I want?
Mindy, please. There is no need to talk to me like that at all. Besides, it isn't like you and I haven't already talked about this. We had this discussion earlier that from the month you have your wedding, I would stop sending you money every month. If you really want to quit your job and become a housewife, that's fine. But I don't think that you should still expect your mother to be sending you money every month.
Excuse me? Did you really just say that? Did you actually just call yourself my mother as if I'm your actual daughter? Oh man, I don't know whether I should laugh or cry if that's actually how you see yourself. That really is just pathetic, do you know that?
What are you talking about? Why are you treating me like this, Mindy? I just don't get it. I mean, I've been sending you money this whole time while you've been working. I even paid for your schooling, haven't I? So I just don't get how you can say that you aren't my daughter and that I'm not your mother after all that I've done for you.
Can you please just give it a rest already, Betty? I really don't get why you think that I should have to worship the ground that you walk on, all because you married my dad. You don't care about me at all. You just want to use me for what you think you want from me. You just want a daughter, but you don't want me to be me.
Of course that isn't true. What are you talking about? And how can you even say that after all the money I've contributed towards your wedding? That's why I'm telling you that I just don't have any more money to give you at all now.
So you're telling me that you haven't been saving up for my wedding ever since I was a little girl? You haven't even prepared anything for my special day at all? How dare you try and pass yourself off as my mother when you haven't even done that for me? You're completely useless, do you know that? I mean, don't you realize that I have a ton of debt? That's why I need your money. So why are you being stingy with helping out your cute daughter with her financial problems?
Mindy, I am sorry, but I am not going to bail you out of every single problem that you land yourself. You're a big girl now, and you have to learn how to take care of yourself. And just why do you need so much money every single month anyways? Surely I don't have to give you that much.
Don't you know that I'm getting married this month? That means that I have to pay for makeup, massages, my nails, hair, all of it. Do you think getting things like that done is cheap? And then again, I guess that you and my dad didn't even have a wedding, isn't that right? So I guess you really do have no idea what I'm talking about when I say these things, huh?
It isn't that I don't understand what you're saying, but yes, you're right. Your dad and I getting together did happen quite suddenly. And it wasn't just a few days after we had gone to the courthouse to sign all of our marriage paperwork that happened. Of course, neither of us were completely attracted to the idea of having a big wedding anyways. And yes, all the preparing does sound like a big hassle.
Okay then, if you can at least acknowledge that a wedding is big, expensive hassle to put together, then why don't you give me the money that I'm asking you for, huh?
I do understand the situation that you're in. I really do. But I am telling you that I just won't be giving you any more money. I've given you plenty of money for your wedding already, and I think that if you want to get anything else done for yourself, it should come from your own funds. I will always be there for you, but if you're choosing to stop working, then I'm not going to subsidize your life, Mindy.
Oh my gosh, is that what this is about? This is all about teaching me some kind of lesson just for wanting to be a housewife? I really can't believe that you would condescend to me like that. You're just completely useless to me at this point, Betty. Although, now that I think about it, there might still be one thing that you could do for me.
Really? You think there's another way that I can be there for you that doesn't involve giving you any more money?
Well, I had heard through the grapevine that you have a friend who works as a private investigator. Is that really true? Because if it is, I think that I'd like you to hire them for something that I'd like them to do. Of course, you'll be the one paying for their services.
Wait a second. I do have a friend who works in that field, but just what in the world do you want to hire a private investigator for? Are you in some kind of trouble? Is everything okay? Do I need to know about anything?
Oh, you don't need to worry your pretty little head about any of that. Why don't you just do this favor for me and not worry about all the details like what I might be hiring them for?
Well, I just mean, I can introduce to my friend, but I just thought that I should ask first.
I don't really think that you do need to ask, nor do you need to know. All you need to do is introduce me to your new friend, got it? Don't worry about all the small details. In fact, you just give me their contact information or put my contact with them so that I can talk to them one-on-one. This really doesn't concern you, and you don't need to know anything.
Oh, I see. Well, okay. If that's really what you want, then I guess I can reach out to them. I'll tell them that you would like to hire them for their services, and if they say they're taking on new clients, I'll pass along your number. Hey, Dick, are you there? I know that it's been quite a while since you and I last spoke. I actually am not even sure if you remember who I am. I'm Betty, and you and I actually used to go to high school together. When you have a chance, I would really appreciate it if you could get back to me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Oh, Betty, it's been forever. I can't remember the last time that we talked. How have you been? Is everything okay? What can I do for you?
I really am just so sorry to be messaging you out of the blue like this, but there's just something that I have to ask you. I was just curious if you were still working as a private investigator.
Yeah, that's my job. I'm glad you remembered. But what's up? Why do you ask about that?
Again, I really am so sorry to be reaching out to you suddenly like this, but I was actually wondering if I might be able to hire you.
Oh yeah, of course you can hire me. Do you mind me asking what this is about? I don't mean to pry at all, but, well, it's kind of my job to kind of understand what's going on and what I can do for you.
Well, this actually isn't really about me so much as it is about my daughter, you see. I'm not quite sure how, but somehow she found out about the fact that I knew a private investigator. And anyways, well, it's actually her who wants to hire you.
Oh, I see. So I wouldn't be working for you then. I would be doing the investigation for your daughter. And just to be clear, this is the daughter of the man that you married, right? Do you mind if I ask what this is all about or what your daughter might be wanting me to look into?
I wish that I could give you more information about the job, but Mindy didn't give me any details at all. I have no idea why she wouldn't. Maybe she's trying to hide something from me? I really have no clue.
So basically your daughter told you that she wanted you to hire me for something, but she wouldn't tell you at all what it was that she wanted you to hire me to do. You know, this all sounds a little strange. I don't know. There's something fishy for sure. But what would you like me to do? After all, she is your daughter. Do you want me to get in contact with her and see what it is that she wants to talk to me about?
I think that would be best. I'm sorry that I can't give you any more information, but I would be more than happy to give you Mindy's number so that you can chat with her. And just know that I'll be the one paying for your services, so you don't have to worry about that at all.
Wait, what? You mean it's your daughter who sent you to me? And it's your daughter who's going to be telling me what she wants me to look into? But you're going to be paying for everything? Are you really sure that you want to do this? I mean, your daughter hasn't even told you about what she wants to use me for. I know that it's not really my place to say any of this, but in the light of all that you've told me here, it sounds to me like Mindy should be the one paying, not you.
I mean, I suppose that you would be right under normal circumstances, but you see, Mindy is getting married and she's really trying to save money. So normally I would agree with you, but she kept asking me for money for her wedding and I told her I didn't have any more to give. Then she said that if I wasn't going to be paying any more for her wedding, then the least I could do was hire you for her.
I'm sorry, Betty, but that story literally makes no sense at all, and I just couldn't follow the logic here. I mean, I get that Mindy is your daughter and all that, but if she's old enough to get married, then she should be old enough to handle this kind of business on her own, don't you think? I just feel like you're letting your daughter take advantage of you.
I understand what you mean. I really, really do, Dick. But the thing is that we're not related by blood. So I just have to do things like this so I can show her that I still love her, even after her dad has passed on. I really do my best to make her happy and see that I'm on her side, but I just feel like nothing that I do is ever enough for her.
Betty, are you okay? This sounds like a much bigger problem. And besides, who cares if you two aren't related by blood when you've dedicated years to raising Mindy? I mean, how long has it been since you married your husband? I think that we were still in our 20s then, right? That means that at least 20 years have gone by, does it not? So I don't know how you can say that you haven't done enough when you've put that many years of your life into taking care of someone else's child.
Well, I guess I never really thought about it like that, but oh my gosh, has it really been 20 years already? Where does the time go?
Well, I remember it very well when you announced that you were going to get married. Do you remember how worried I was for you when you said that you were going to go through with it?
Actually, now that you mention it, I do remember you being there for me and asking to make sure that I was okay and sure of this.
Well, I just heard that you were going to be marrying someone who already had a kid of his own. I wanted to be there for you and help you in any way that I could. But now that fate has brought us back together like this, please let me try and be there for you just one last time, no matter how much.
You really are sweet to say all those things, Dick. There were some times when I was really thinking about asking someone for help. But instead, I just dedicated myself to doing all that I could to making sure that Mindy was raised right.
I know. I couldn't believe it when I heard what happened to your husband. I can't believe how many years it's been since then. But even so, it was so shocking to hear the news.
Yeah, it really is strange to think about all the time that has passed since then. But I have to say that I'm quite surprised just this conversation. You see, I don't think I realized just how worried you were for me.
Of course I'd be worried about you. You got married so young, and then you had a daughter all of a sudden. That was all really big news to me, so I can't imagine how it was for you. And I'm sure that any difficulty you had with Mindy was all compounded by the fact that she wasn't your biological daughter. But anyways, I'm sure that after all that time and effort you put into raising her, that Mindy must have been so grateful for all the sacrifices that you made for her.
I really wish I could say that that's the case, but I really don't think grateful is the word that I would choose. And by the way, did you ever find anyone, Dick? Are you married yet? I think I remember hearing once that you were engaged to someone, is that right?
Yes. I was engaged to be married once, but then it turned out that I caught her cheating with another man, so I broke off the whole thing. Ever since then, I've been a bit too nervous to get back into the dating pool, and I certainly don't have any intentions of getting married anytime soon.
Oh, I see. I'm so sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have asked you that question so suddenly. But anyways, as a way of thanking you for taking on this job, do you think that I could take you out for some coffee or something? I just feel like it's been so long since we last talked that we should have some time to catch up.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for coming to me with this work, as a small business owner and all.
Oh, please. You don't have to thank me for that. After all, it really was just my daughter's idea.
Fair enough. And if there's any extra fee beyond what I charge as my base fee, I will be sure to send your daughter the bill.
I appreciate the offer, but if you think that that girl's going to pay for anything that she could get someone else to pay for, you're dead wrong.
Hey, Mom, you do know that it's my wedding today, right? So I want you to know just what do you think you're doing here? Because I know for a fact that you were not invited here.
Wait, what? I don't understand what you mean by that. I mean, why even bother to say anything after what you just did to me? All I did was come up to greet you today at your wedding, and you splashed your glass of wine all over me.
Well, of course I did. I had to convince you to go away somehow, right? And besides, there's not a seat for you at this wedding. Did you really think that I was going to let you pretend to be my mom in front of all of these people?
What do you mean? I really don't get where any of this is coming from at all. Why are you doing this, Mindy?
You really have no idea what's going on at all, do you? I said that I don't have a seat for you here at my wedding. In fact, the whole reason why you're not invited here in the first place is because I asked my real mom to be at my wedding with me instead. So thanks for all the time and energy you poured into raising me or whatever. But you can go now. I don't need or want you here any longer.
Oh, I see. So you invited your biological mother who never spent any time raising you. And you're going to turn me away at the door and not even let me watch you get married?
That's right. That's exactly what's going on here. So if the wine on your dress wasn't a clear enough message, let me write it here for you. Go home. Nobody wants you here, got it?
Okay, fine then. If this is how you're going to act, then I understand all too well.
Great. But if you really understand, then you wouldn't even be responding to these messages. Just go away already. This is supposed to be one of the happiest days of my life, and you are ruining it with every second that you're still here. In fact, after today, I never want anything to do with you ever again. I never ever thought of you as my mom, so stop thinking of me as your daughter. As of today, you and I are complete strangers with nothing to do with one another. Don't even talk to me again, got it?
If this is really the way you want things, then fine. But just know that you're going to regret what you've said to me.
I thought I told you to quit responding to me. Just hurry up and get out of my life already, you useless old hag. Hey, where the heck did you go? What do you think you're trying to pull here, huh? You get back here right this second.
I'm sorry, but who is this? I don't seem to have this number saved in my phone. Actually, that's not true. I do have your number saved, but the contact name just says complete stranger, so I have no idea who you are.
Oh, just shut up. Why are you even pretending to play dumb with me when you and I both know each other very well? You know exactly who I am, so how dare you even try to say otherwise? It's me, your daughter, Mindy.
My daughter? Daughter? I'm sorry, but I don't have any children of my own.
Don't say that! You have no idea how crazy things have gotten here since you decided that you weren't going to be at my wedding. But now I'm hearing from the owners of the venue that you called them and told them to shut down the whole wedding? Is that really true?
Well, I mean, you said yourself that we're nothing to each other from this day forward, right? So I just don't understand why I would continue to financially support a complete stranger's wedding at all. And so yeah, I canceled the plans that I had arranged earlier, but I think it all should make sense.
Okay, look, I get that you might be a little upset right now, but please, can you call the venue back and tell them that you're not actually going to cancel anything?
Why in the world would I do that? Not that I ever would or even could at this point. But if you think that I owe this stranger all the money and time that I put into organizing their wedding, then I think that you're the one that needs to rethink the situation.
Okay, I get it. I'm sorry for the things that I said to you, okay? I really am sorry, and I was lying about all that I said. I didn't mean any of it. You're the only mother I have, and you've raised me practically all my life.
Oh, so you can finally admit that I've been the closest thing that you've had to a mother for the past 2 decades? Because you sure have had a funny way of expressing your gratitude to me all this time. I really don't get why I should do anything more for you. If you're not even going to say thank you at the very least, then I don't think I owe you a single thing.
Yes, you're right about everything. I shouldn't have said what I said, and I really am sorry for everything. Just please come back. I'll let you participate in my wedding if you do. You're my mom, the only family I have in this world. Please, you have to come back and be at my wedding.
Wait, what? I'm your mom now? But I thought that you were going to invite your real mom to your wedding. Isn't that what you told me? And since I'm not really mom, I really would hate to barge in on your wedding when there's really no reason for me to be there. But anyways, I really do wish you all the happiness in the world. Maybe your mom can try and cover some of the cost of your wedding. That should fix things, right?
But, I didn't think that you would do this to me. Not only that, but my birth mother really isn't the woman that I thought she was at all. I thought that it would be really nice to have her here, but when she arrived, she went straight to my fiancé's family and started asking them for money. Who even does something like that at a wedding?
Oh no, that sounds just awful. Who could have ever foreseen this blowing up in your face? I guess you'll have to do something about this, won't you?
Come on, please don't be this way. Don't pretend like you don't have anything to do with this or can't help me at all. My mom even told me that she wanted me to give all the money that people have brought as wedding gifts. I had no idea how rude and upsetting a person she would be. I don't get how someone can even be as bad as her. And just who does she think she is demanding all of that from me after not being a part of my life for so long?
Yeah, it sounds to me like you should have just done a bit more digging into the kind of person that she is before inviting her to your wedding. I mean, didn't you ever think it was weird that your dad ended up with full custody of you? Don't you know how easy it is for a mother to get full custody or even partial custody if they want?
I know that it's the moms that normally end up with the kids when a divorce happens, but I just thought that something happened to my mom that prevented her from taking me with her.
Well, I am sorry to be the one to burst your bubble, but your mom actually just wanted nothing to do with you at all.
But I didn't know she was going to be... This can't be my fault. Please, you have to do something to help me. She hasn't talked to me in my entire life. I was the one who had to go and find her. I was the one who invited her to my wedding, and now she's just using me to try and make a quick buck.
Yeah, I really don't know why you would even want to invite someone that you hardly knew to your wedding. But I have to say that if she really is behaving like that, then at least it's easy to see the family resemblance. After all, weren't you also trying to get money out of someone who was a total stranger to you? Sounds to me like you're both more alike than you think.
Mom, please. You know that I don't actually think of you as a total stranger, right? You're my mom and you always will be.
You can all that you want now that you're in trouble, but it's not going to change a thing. And it's certainly not going to change the fact that you ruined my dress by throwing your glass of wine on it and that you say you never wanted to talk to me ever again.
But I didn't really mean any of that. Please. I was just upset. But I was being serious. You're the only mother I have, and I want you to be here at my wedding with me.
I'm sorry, but you've already made your position very clear, and I am not about to come back to you after the way that you've treated me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have my own life to be getting back to. It sounds like you have more than enough to handle over there, so just leave me out of it and leave me alone. I actually heard from Dick earlier that the reason Mindy wanted to hire him was to try and track down her birth mother. That's when I knew that her wedding was going to become even more of a disaster than if Mindy had just not invited me. Needless to say, after the venue essentially shut the wedding down early, and Mindy's birth mother scared her fiancé's parents with all of her asking for money, The whole engagement was called off, and Mindy broke up with her fiancé. The problem for Mindy was that she had already quit her job and planned on becoming a housewife. After the wedding fell apart, she quickly had to find work and barely managed to sell enough of her things to move into a tiny apartment. As for me, I followed through on my word and took Dick out for some coffee after the wedding. I told him all about what I heard from Mindy, and he just said he was glad that I wasn't hurt by it at the end of it all. I have plans to see each other soon, but all that matters to me is that I can carry on comfortably with my life now that I've lost my husband and daughter. Of course, it's nice to have reconnected with Dick, and we have met up several times since then. I haven't heard from Mindy since the wedding, although that could have something to do with the fact that I blocked her after that day. I don't know where she is or what she's up to, but I hope that one day she truly does learn her lesson about how to treat others. Anyways, while I'm in no rush to start a new relationship, and certainly no rush to start a whole new family, I have been enjoying my casual dates with the private investigator. And now that it's been a few months since I talked to Mindy, I think I might finally be ready to take the next step and ask Dick out properly.